If you're a band or artist that wants to book more gigs, please stop and listen. Before you spend another hard-earned dollar on boosting a post or running a random Facebook ad, I need to ask you two questions. And I want you to be really honest now. The first question may seem a little odd, but just stay with me. Okay, question number one. When's the last time you had family or friends over to your place? Whether it's your house or your apartment or even your studio. Think about it. Was it last week, last month, last year? Okay, now before they got there, you probably took a few minutes to clean up. Maybe a once over of the bathroom, you probably swept a little bit and made sure that the dishes were at least put away. Whatever your definition of cleanup is, you probably made at least some effort to make a good impression. Which leads me directly to question number two. Why would you invite complete strangers and fans to follow you on social media pages that you don't even keep up? Seriously, that's like basically saying, hey, come over to my place, which is a mess because I want to make sure that you don't ever come back again. Yeah, it makes no sense at all. But unfortunately, that's the position a lot of musicians are in. They know that they need to be on social media to be found, but also feel like they have to make a choice between their music and their marketing. There's just not enough hours in the day. And not to put even more salt in this wound, but according to Facebook's own data, less than 1% of your fan base will actually see your posts. Basically, you're not going to get too many shots at making a good online impression. I know, it seems like there's not enough time in the day to take on a whole new task or to think about marketing separate from your band. But just imagine for a second not having to make a choice. What would your day look like if you were able to easily keep up with your social media channels? What would it feel like to go about your week at practice in the studio or on stage knowing that you had a gig bag full of creative ideas and a plan to post them? Well, that's exactly what we imagined when we developed the music-focused, idea-generating social media tool that saves you hours of time. Introducing the 30-day social content calendar. So what is the calendar? Well, honestly, it's something that I wish I had when my band first started out. I wish I had a roadmap, a template, a guide of things to post, ideas I didn't have to think about that I could just implement. And that's exactly what this is. The 30-day social content calendar is guaranteed to help you spend more time on stage and less time online thinking up creative marketing ideas and doing it from scratch. Hey, my name is Leonard Patterson, and for the last 18 years or so, I've been some combination of a full-time musician, a frontman of an 8-piece party band, and a booking agent. I've helped hundreds of bands just like yours make a living, successfully promote themselves, and tackle that delicate balance of music and marketing head-on. So honestly, I love being on stage. Our band performed over 120 shows a year, grossed $250,000 annually, won Best of awards several years running, and grew our fan base from 0 to 10K mainly by connecting with fans online way before we ever thought about hitting the stage. And actually, prior to being a full-time musician, I also loved being in the classroom. I spent 15 years as a corporate trainer for several Fortune 500 companies, and truthfully, I never thought my e-learning design skills would ever overlap into my musical endeavors. But as it turns out, I realized I like to break stuff down, see how it works, and deliver it back out in a way that helps people get stuff done. So the truth is, of all the artists and musicians I've worked with, exactly 0% of them have ever shared a heartwarming story of growing up taking guitar or piano lessons with hopes of one day becoming an awesome digital marketer. Yeah, not one. So let me take that burden off of you and show you what the 30-day social content calendar can do for you. I'm sure you'll see how it will help you increase the organic reach of your posts, engage your followers, and look more appealing to clubs the next time they want to book you. So, real quick, one thing that it is not a get-rich-quick scheme. There is no buy 1,000 likes button or any shady follow-for-follow tricks at the end of this rainbow. The content calendar is a monthly subscription that delivers creative ideas directly to your inbox that you can also access online 24/7. You'll get 250 to 300 fun holiday events and ideas. And I know what you're thinking. You've seen these random holidays before, and they've got absolutely nothing to do with the face-melting rock that your band unleashes on stage every weekend. Trust me, I get it. For example, National Hat Day probably isn't the obvious home run you think about when glancing at what to post this week. But let me ask you this. Have you thought about how many hats you wear as a musician, a band leader, a father, a mother, maybe a spouse? Better yet, do you have hats as a merch item? If so, today of all days would be a great excuse to promote a flash sale, 24 hours, 20% off, sell hats. But I think you get the gist. Use the holiday ideas to capture fun, unique, and trending events to join conversations and tie in themes that can connect with your audience. You'll also get 30 to 40 daily post prompts that you can customize. Each month is mapped out into a sample template, but it's also customizable, including an editable spreadsheet and, of course, a PDF if you like to print things out like I still do. Now, the real benefit of having this roadmap is knowing that you're not going to be sharing the same type of content too many days in a row, and you don't have to think about it. It'll give you something to say besides come to my gig for the third time this week. And that takes us to our last section, where you're going to have 150 evergreen hashtag suggestions. The 30-day social content calendar includes weekly recurring hashtags that are popular and usually trending for every day of the week. An effective hashtag game can help you not only join conversations already taking place, but can be an excuse for themed recurring content. For example, what if you shared videos from artists that you like every Tuesday, or hashtag Tuesday? Or you decided to go live each week to say hey to your fans and give them a little behind-the-scenes look at what was going on just to kick off the weekend with something like hashtag FaceTime Fridays. I think you get the idea. In fact, I think it's time you get all the ideas. Subscribe now and grab your 30-day social content calendar. Click the button or link to sign up. Did you click it yet? Okay, if you're not convinced just yet, of course, you know I've got a little bit more. Now, in addition to the spreadsheet and PDF formats, you'll also get a link to sync up to the Google Calendar version of the social media calendar. If you're someone who would love a daily nudge in your inbox, the Google Calendar feature is specifically for you. Every morning around 5 a.m., you'll get a reminder email listing the day's prompts and events. Get inspired and just know that you can turn it on and off anytime you'd like. It's all part of my goal to break stuff down, see how it works, and deliver it to you in a way that helps you succeed. So stop wondering what to post, and by all means, stop deflecting when the club asks you if you have a following. Start taking control of your social media. It's just $15 a month to unlock all of these prompts and ideas. If you want to save some money, we're actually going to give you 12 months for the price of 10 if you become an annual subscriber. So just $150 for the year, and you'll be able to get hundreds of ideas in your inbox every single month. I'm so confident that the 30-day social content calendar will help your band that there's also an unconditional, no questions asked, 30-day money-back guarantee. In other words, if you aren't happy for any reason, just let us know and we'll send you your money back. I obviously don't think it'll come to that, but if you're even the least bit worried if this will work for you, then put your mind at ease. You'll either get the results you want or you'll get your money back. Look at it like this. By the time you're sitting with the club owner or finally reach them on the phone to make your pitch, it's literally too late to start thinking about what they'll see when they show up at your social media front door. The best time to start is definitely now. You already know there's zero risk, so click the button to subscribe and let us send you the 30-day social content calendar. Now look, my biggest frustration as a booking agent was continually seeing so many bands that would miss out on great opportunities and often high-paying gigs. Not because they weren't good, and most certainly not because they didn't have the desire. It was simply because they left their social media marketing up to chance. Don't leave your online presence, your future bookings, and fan base up to chance. Get your calendar now.